Thank you so much. Hey, whole new perspective. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm not going to keep you all hopefully long. I just came off of live on my other channel about this same matter. Yes, my channel was hacked. This channel late last night. So I'm going to go over that. I've got printouts and I'm going to read to you all and show you all, but I needed everyone to be aware. I actually went live over there first because I have more subscribers over there, like over 300,000, about 330, and I felt I needed to reach as many people as I could to let them know. So I only have like 19,000 over here, so that's my big group, so everybody could be aware. And I've reposted this everywhere again, so hopefully everybody will come in. Hey, Andale, thank you all for so much for being here. I appreciate you all and your help. Thank you so much, Commander. I appreciate that. So without further ado, those people who are catching the replay, please watch it until the end so that you can get all the details. I have some paperwork here that I will be sharing with you all. And I was just in the ads, just getting, okay, whole new perspective. I'm just getting started. But if you are watching the replay, as I said, please watch it till the end. I'm going to be giving out some information. This does not just apply to me. This literally happened to me. I say it was just, well, before I get started in that, I do want to say this. It is Memorial Day weekend, so I would like to thank veterans and those that have passed in the line of duty and this just have passed that have been served. Happy Memorial Day to you all. Happy weekend to you all. Thank you all for your service. So I wanted to make sure I acknowledge that first. This is actually my YouTube anniversary on my other channel, my cooking channel. So I should be doing a celebratory video, but this took precedence. So without further ado, happy Memorial Day to everyone, and thank you for coming in. So last night, it was by the grace of God that I was even up. I am a sleepyhead, and mornings are my days. But at about 11 o'clock, for whatever reason, I was in my comments, and this is what I found, that someone had literally taken my profile picture, my exact profile picture from this channel. And they made a channel with not only my exact profile picture, but with my exact name, the Scaredy Cat Gardener. They were able to do this because at the end of the URL, not my handle, but at the end of the URL, they put 2 dots. And I'm going to show that to you on this paperwork, what they did. And this is how they bypassed the system to be able to even create another identical channel. But this is happening to everyone. They were asking for money in my comments, and they weren't in my channel comments. They were on my community post comments. Now, whoever did this, whether it's a bot, whether it's a real person, they knew something of the nature of what they were doing. One, to put the 2 dots back there, but also to know they did not go in my community tab and comment to me. Because if they had commented to me, I would have seen it in studio and I would have seen it in the comments. But what they did was they commented, they replied to other comments. I don't get nearly as many comments that on this channel as I do on my other channel. So it was a little bit more obvious for me to see and to see quickly. I think when I looked, I had about 12 comments on my community post. Now, I had like a couple of hundred likes, but not that many comments. I had like 12. But that 12 comments that I had was an unusual amount for me. And I knew that. I'm like, 12 comments. So I looked, and when I looked, I saw that there was a reply to every comment I had. So in essence, I technically only had 5 comments, which is more like normal, at least for now. But those 5 comments, each one had a reply. And typically, I try to answer. Most of you all know I try my best to answer all my comments. If not, I at least try to heart it and give it a thumbs up. When I saw that these replies, I'm like, I clicked on it. Because anytime somebody replies to a comment that was sent to me, then I want to know, what are you saying to somebody that had to say something to me? And sometimes it's all good. Sometimes they're answering a question that I haven't gotten to yet, and it's all good, and I appreciate that. Or they're just chatting, and that's fine too. This was one comment that apparently had been copied and pasted because the comment was so long. I actually screenshot it and I printed it out, and I'm going to read it in a minute. I only printed half of it. So first and foremost, I want to let everybody know, if you leave me a comment on my community tab, first of all, if it's on my community tab, I rarely answer it. I may heart it if it is from a member, a channel member. This is both of my channels, not just this one. If it is from a channel member, I will heart it and I will give it a thumbs up. Occasionally, rare occasion, I will respond. But let me tell you something. Whether it's in my community tab, on my regular videos, whether it's this channel or my other channel, if I respond to a comment, I'm not going to respond to a comment with 3 or 4 paragraphs. This comment was yay long. No, I'm not doing that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you said. I don't care if you was complimenting me or reading me the riot act. I don't care what it is. I'm not leaving you no 3 or 4 paragraphs. No, I'm just not doing that. I'll respond. Typically, most of you all should know, my responses are typically 1 or 2 words. Mostly for my channel members, I may say a little bit more. That's because on my other channel, I'm getting hundreds to thousands of comments a day. Over here, I'm getting a whole lot. I'm one person. I'm filming, I'm editing, I'm answering. I can't. It's not humanly possible. So by sheer nature of I can't do it, I am not going to leave you a book, okay? So they actually took my picture. This is a screenshot of the actual hacker's new channel. Look at that. My name, let me make sure y'all can see that. My name, my avatar, and the URL is up there. Okay? Now on here it says more about this channel. And if you look at that part where it says more about this channel and you click on it, it will take you to this page. See that? Look at that URL up there where it says https semicolon, not semicolon, https colon / www.youtube.com at the Scaredy Cat Gardner. Look right here. Y'all see that? 2 dots. Those 2 dots are the reason they were able to bypass the system and create a channel identical to mine. Okay? One thing they didn't bank on though, or they didn't realize, this picture right here, first of all, it's me. And I want to give Lead Former 73 the credit for me having that avatar. Because he said something in one of his videos or lives maybe a while back. And I don't know exactly what he said, but he said something about if you don't have a picture as your avatar, people don't know who you are. And people may not be able to find you, trust you, or whatever. I don't remember exactly what he said. But when he said it, my picture was a picture of tomatoes. And those of you all who have been with me the longest know that. And when he said whatever he said, I thought about it and I changed to my picture. Well, good thing I did, because I was able to also go and file a copyright claim on my picture. Had it not been my picture, I would not have been able to do that, because in the information for filing that copyright claim, it tells you it has to be your picture, something that you can claim without a doubt. I couldn't claim a bowl of tomatoes. How many of y'all got a bowl of tomatoes? I wouldn't have been able to claim that. Okay? So I give him credit for that. I appreciate that. But what they didn't bank on was, with this URL on a phone, it looks just like mine. On a PC, a laptop, Hey, Gigi, that's another member that comes in. Thank you so much for being here, and she's a mod. That profile picture, this right here, on a PC, laptop, desktop computer. I don't have a tablet. I don't own a tablet, so I don't know what it would look like on a tablet. It's blurry, okay? My real one is not blurry, okay? I want you all to be aware. I'm going to read this in a minute. But I decided to do these lives. Now, I just came off of a live on my other channel. And I decided to do these lives because when I reported this person, first of all, after I contacted YouTube, I'm up here at 11:30 at night contacting YouTube. After I contacted YouTube, they told me I had to go back to the fake channel, click on About, click on Report, click on Impersonation, and report it. Okay? So after I did all that, I was like, okay, what happens now? They literally told me that the process is they will investigate. And if indeed this person is impersonating me and has done this, they will give them a community strike. And it takes 3 community strikes before they take the channel down. So in other words, they're going to give the person a slap on the wrist. Okay? Obviously, it's not me. First of all, when I read this comment, it'll be even more obvious that it's not me. But I needed everybody to know, as many people as possible, because this doesn't just affect me. This is not an isolated incident. This is happening every day on other people's channel. As in, most of you all who do know me know I am not very milly-mouth, okay? If I got something to say, I am going to say it. Exactly, Gigi, a community strike. That's it. You impersonated somebody. Don't do it again. Shame on you. No, I'm sorry. That's not good enough, okay? When you are in anybody's channel, it doesn't have to be mine. You ain't got to watch my channel. You ain't got to comment on my videos. But if you are on YouTube at any given time, you're watching somebody's channel. And if you're in somebody's channel and you see something that looks suspicious in the comments, do not ignore it. If you don't want to report it, that's fine. But contact the content creator and let them be aware. Most people can't answer comments the way I do. I answer comments 24/7, 365, 52 all the time. The way I answer my comments is because I'm always answering comments all day long. If I'm in the grocery store and I'm standing behind somebody and I'm waiting on them to check out, I'm answering a question. Don't let me get stuck at a red light too long or in traffic. I'm answering the question. I ain't driving while I'm texting. I'm sitting while texting, okay? If I'm at a doctor's appointment, anywhere, if I'm waiting on somebody, if I'm doing something, and I gotta wait, I'm questioning. If I'm cooking and I'm waiting for something to cook for fry before I can flip it over and I don't have nothing else to do, I'm answering questions. If I'm watching TV and a commercial comes up, I'm answering questions. That's why I answer all my questions. When I started this, comments was one of the first things I used to come on every week, and I used to tell people different things about YouTube, and one of the main things was answer your comments. And I said to myself, no matter how high I grow, no matter where I get to, I'm going to try my best to continue to answer questions. And even on my other channel with 330,000 people, and I'm getting 1,000 comments a day, somebody asked me just the other day, how do you answer all your comments? Because I'm answering my comments all day long. And that's why I will never leave you 3 and 4 paragraphs. This is why most of my comments, if most of you all know, I'll just say awesome or thanks or whatever. It's a one word. I start typing the word AW, it populates, I hit it, I move on. Okay? So this is why it's important that if you see something in somebody else's comments, do not ignore it. Let them know. If you cannot find an email address to them to address it off of the platform, then simply leave them a comment. Hey, I watch your videos all the time and I just saw a few strange comments. You might want to check them out. Give them a heads up, because most of us, even if we don't respond to every comment that we have, we're reading through them or we're glancing through them. And if enough people do that on one video or on one, wherever that comment is, it will get the attention of the creator, and the creator can respond. The creator can report it. If you feel like it and you want to report it, all you have to do is click on that avatar and report it. It'll ask you the same thing it asked me. Why are you reporting this person? And the report should be if they're misrepresenting the person. This person didn't just come in my comments now. Like a lot of people are getting comments from WhatsApp telling people to contact them on WhatsApp. You won this, you won that. They didn't do that. They took my picture. They took my channel name. They are straight up misrepresenting and they are impersonating me. Okay? They did not just in my comments trying to get people to give money. That's bad enough. But then you're going to, on top of that, impersonate me? I don't think so. Okay? I'm sorry. I ain't the one. I'm just not the one. Okay? So, what you need to do is report it or get in touch with the content creator. Because this is, like I said, this is not an isolated incident. This is happening to everybody. Okay? And if you ain't happened to you yet, just stay on YouTube. And it's not just YouTube, it's all these platforms, okay? And so, like on some of these other platforms, the one thing I can say is on my cooking channel, I am now verified. But it takes 100,000 followers and then they still check you out. That plaque up there, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but that plaque up there, they don't just give that to you when you get to $100,000. $100,000, I wish. 100,000 followers, okay? They then go back and check your channel out, all right? You can't have copyright strikes. You can't have this. You can't have that. You can't do this. You can't do that. Okay? So they don't just give that to you, but once they give that to you, it becomes harder for people to impersonate you because they can try to put a check in there, but that check ain't gonna be like YouTube's check, okay? So, if you're growing, keep growing till you get there. I am trying to get this channel there because it's more protection. It's more protection. It doesn't necessarily stop anything. It's more protection. But I'm going to read this to you. This reply was on every comment I had in my channel. See, I screenshot it and I printed it out. I wasn't coming on here without the receipts. I got the receipts, okay? I wasn't coming on here saying, oh, I got hacked, y'all, but I deleted it, it's gone. No, I'm going to tell you what they said, okay? So, y'all see this? This is the reply. This was the regular comment. This was the regular comment on my community tab. This was the reply to this. Now, let me tell you something. When somebody replies to someone else's comment, you are not notified as the content creator. It is not going to be in your comments on your YouTube studio. The only way you're going to see this reply is if you go to your comment and you see one reply or two replies, or however many it is. When other people reply to comments, you don't get notified. So I'm sure they banked on that, but they just don't know. I'm all up in my comments, okay? So I'm just saying, I'm just saying, pay attention to your comments, okay? Don't go 2 and 3 days without looking at your comments. First of all, let me tell you something. If people took the time to leave you a comment on your video, it's your video. You telling them, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Well, you telling them to comment, but you ain't going back to even see if they did. You need to check yourself. You need to check yourself what you doing. So let me read. See, I'm going off the deep end because that's a touchy subject for me anyway. And I'm going to tell you, they got the wrong one, baby, because I can't sit back and just let anything happen. I work too darn hard. This ain't easy. And I don't have nobody helping me. I don't have an editor. I don't have a cameraman. I don't have help. It's me. I'm doing it all on both channels. I got the camera held up, and when I'm done with that, I'm editing. And then I got to upload it. And then I got to respond to questions. And on top of that, I'm on every other platform. I'm on Facebook. I got 3 pages on Facebook, 2 groups on Facebook, 2 IG pages. I got a TikTok and a Twitter too, and 2 YouTube accounts. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for it at all, okay? So, let's see what they said. How about that? So, this is their reply to a comment. It says, "You are blessed. I am seeing blessings and successes. I see a good life ahead for you, but spiritually, it has been blocked and blocked from reaching you. But I declare that you must conquer all the stages of rain in your life this month. You will be declared free from all evil thoughts in this month. Your revelation to break free from all the spiritual retreat. Sow a mighty seed. I mean, give a mighty seed. Ask for the orphanage kids' prayers in your life when you shall break through all the spiritual powers working against you. You are very lucky, and God is with you to review the secret. This revelation should be done before 2 days. Sow a seed of favor to the motherless children. Divine Mercy Motherless Foundation in Edo State, Nigeria. And God said, let the water under the heaven be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. So, it's a Nigerian asking for people in my comments to send them some money somewhere. Let me tell y'all something. Don't send no money to nobody. Let me tell you something. I will never ask anyone for a dime. Now, I might say, buy my merch. I might have some cooking oil that I'm doing a promotion on. I might say, buy the cooking oil. But I ain't going to ask you to send nothing nowhere. And you shouldn't. Especially all the way to Nigeria. I'm in the United States. I'm not in Nigeria, okay? Don't do that. Don't contact people through the WhatsApp. Ain't nobody on WhatsApp. I don't even know why they keep saying, use WhatsApp. Well, I mean, what is WhatsApp? I don't know what WhatsApp is. I don't want to know what WhatsApp is. Okay? So, hey, Tommy, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Yes, pay attention to your comments, but more importantly, pay attention to everyone's comments, okay? Because if you see it in there, you need to make it aware of them, all right? Because chances are, if it's still there, they didn't see it. I have blocked the person, and the thing about it is when I went in to block the person, that was one of the hardest things to do. Why was it so hard to block that person? Because everything was identical. The profile picture, the whole channel name, everything was identical. So when I went in to block, guess what happened? I came up, the real me came up along with it. I'm sitting there like, okay, I don't want to block myself. Which one do I block? How do I figure this out? That's when I kept going back and forth and looking at it online. And I saw that online, the little avatar was blurry. Well, you know, when you're going in your studio and stuff, nothing's really huge to see it. It's not as huge as it is when you go online. It took me forever to try to figure out which one was blurry. Not only is it a little blurry, they couldn't get it perfectly centered, so it has a little bitty black outline around part of it. And mine doesn't do that. It's actually clear. So it took me forever to find that out. But let me tell you something. If you even ever see me on the side of the road, broke down, busted, disgusted, hurt, I'm not going to ask you for no money. I might ask you for a ride, but I ain't going to ask you for no money. It ain't going to happen, okay? So if you see anybody in my comments, whether it's WhatsApp, asking directly out, send me some, there's not going to be a GoFundMe page. I ain't funding myself to go fund me nothing, okay? And if I ever do, I'm going to come online first and tell you. Now, I might ask your support for this, I might ask your support for that, but it will not be a dime, okay? So, you need to make sure you are aware of what's going on in your comments and help content creators out. If you see something, let them know. Like I said, most of us have an email address in our About Me page or in our description of our actual videos. And if worse comes to worse, leave a message on the comment, leave a message on the video. You can block them yourself, but I understand everybody don't want to get involved. Everybody don't want to block nobody. Everybody don't want to do this. I get it. Okay? So you have to do what's good for you, what works for you, but do something. Don't take some action. Take some action, okay? Because if I had been anybody else, this is probably right on. And I probably would just say, oh, it got hacked, okay? I'm blessed they couldn't get in. They couldn't get in probably because I got the 2-step, the 3-step, the 4-step, and everything else on my channel. They probably couldn't get in to try to take it down. Okay? But I decided to do these lives because if YouTube is just going to give them a slap on the wrist, that means they're there. They're still there. If you go to a web browser, you could not put this in YouTube search because they don't have any subscribers and they've only been around since May 22nd. Since they've only been around for a couple of days and they don't have any subscribers, they will not come up in YouTube search. However, if you go to any web browser, Safari, Chrome, Firefox, MSN, Yahoo, if you go to a web browser and you start typing in www.youtube.com at the Scaredy Cat Gardener, and you put 2 dots at the end of that, this is what you're going to get. Okay? You're going to get the fake account. Now, if you go to a web browser and you start typing, it's going to populate up under there. Do not click on what populates because I will come up, my real channel. But if you want to see this fake channel, just keep typing it yourself. The reason it'll populate is because I've been out here for 4 years. Okay? I have followers. All right? And so it's going to, my channel will populate. And then you click on it, you'll get me. But if you want to see this person, just keep typing. And when you get to the end of the word gardener, put 2 dots, the period, dot, just 2, and then click return or enter or whatever. It's going to come right up. And it's going to say, no content, no video, this channel has no videos, and it's going to say this channel has no subscribers. And if you click more about this channel, you're going to get this page. It's going to give you the URL that I just told you to type in. You look at the date on there. That was last night. I mean the time. Look at the time. 10:56. 10:56 p.m. I'm supposed to be asleep. Now I got messing with this mess. Okay? And it also says on there when they join. Join May 22nd, 2023. What? This is the 28th? I can't count. That's 6 days ago. Whatever. Hey, Mona, how you doing? That was 6 days ago. Okay? So, yeah, I was hacked, and I'm telling everybody. I've already put this all over Facebook because I got more followers on Facebook than I got anywhere. All total, I got almost 800,000 followers over there, and I told every last single one of them. So if they see it, because over there, you always seeing it in the comments. But in the comments, they're trying to friend people, and they want to get you in, and once you become a friend, then they can start sending you this or doing this. It's always in there. Oh, hey, so-and-so, I liked your post, and I love the way your page is. I tried to friend you, but I decided to just ask you to be a friend. But don't click on that, miss. That's somebody trying to get you in so they can hack. Sorry, I just hit my tripod and shook. Don't click on that mess. I block it every chance I get. And yes, I have blocked them. Like I said, it was very hard to do, which deleted the comment. That don't mean they're not going to come back at something else. And that's the thing. That's the thing. This could be somebody that knows me. I know one thing about this person. They know enough to know that they could use the periods and the dots to change it. They knew enough to do that. Now, I'll tell you something else. They know enough to know they didn't leave a comment for me, but to reply to the comments that were already there and that I typically wouldn't have saw it. But see, I'm all up in my stuff. Days don't go by. It is not one day to go by that I don't look at my content. If I can read and I'm well, which I'm well because I ain't been sick in over 40 years. I ain't even had the sniffles in over 40 years, so I ain't sick. The worst thing that's done happened to me in 40 years is, and it ain't worth, I was in the hospital having babies, and I cut my finger recently on a mandolin, and that was the most serious cut I ever had in my life. So I ain't been sick. So as long as I have breath and I am doing this, I am in my comments. I may not get to answer every comment, but you darn sure better believe I probably read it. 9 times out of 10, I've read that comment. I read my comments. I don't respond to all of them. I respond to most of them. If it's somebody that comments, that's another thing. If it's somebody that comments on my videos every single day or every time I upload, I'm going to take the time. That's somebody supporting me. They ain't got time in their day probably to go on my video. They didn't watch the video and comment on it every single time. The least I can do is say thank you. The least I can do is say, hey, okay? So don't let your comments go, because that's where they're going to come in at to try to get into your comments. And I'm not asking, don't ever think I'm going to ask nobody for no money. I ain't asking you for a dime, okay? Not even a dime. No, it ain't happening. I have just been selected to be in a culinary competition, an online culinary competition. Yeah, when it gets ready to start, I'm going to ask you for your support, but it ain't got nothing to do with no money. Click a button, vote for me, and that's it. Okay? So, this is what happened. My channel was hacked, and it was this channel, and it just happened last night. So I guess I was supposed to not see it for a couple of weeks, or maybe not at all. Maybe not at all. Well, you got the wrong one. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention, people. You know? Thank you, Girls Long. Thank you, PJ. Thank you, Whole New Perspective. Y'all will hear more about that. Will the vote for our favorite chef? Yes, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, Gigi. Yes, and the prize is amazing. Okay, it has not started yet. It won't start until mid-June. But I'm not even getting to what that is. I'm going to be doing a video about it. I'm going to do a short and a regular video about it when it starts up. But the prize is amazing. And yes, I want to win. But yes, I thank you all for taking the time out of your day to just come and listen to this, because it is important. And if we don't tell our stories are our testimonies. You know, you don't go through anything. It's a reason why that person was in my comment and not in somebody else's, you know. Like I said, God had his hand all over it for the simple fact that, what was I doing up at 11 o'clock and alert? And within my mind, I wasn't so asleep that I was coherent enough to deal with it. I looked at it, I'm like, oh, heck, you know. You got the wrong one, baby. If you think I'm going to just say, oh, my God. No. I see people shut down their channels. There have been times when I used to go live every day. I did go live every day on my other channel. Then I started going live every week over here. There were people that would get trolls in their lives, and they would shut their live down because the trolls was taking over. I'll sit there all darn night, and I'll battle you every time you come in there. You can come in there with 100 trolls. I'm going to be sitting there bleeping you out. Bleeping you out. I'm gonna keep bleeping you out. I'll sit there all night with you. Okay? You won't wear me down. So, it is what it is. It happened. I hope it don't happen to nobody else. I hope that by me telling my story, everybody can be aware. We can help one another. If you see something in somebody's comments, I cannot stress that enough. If you see something in somebody else's comments, say something to that person. It don't hurt. If you're wrong, if you're right, at least hey, this looks weird to me. Okay? Check it out. Go check it out for yourself. Okay? Because if everybody that goes to a video that sees a suspicious comment or a suspicious reply, if you say something to that one content creator, you think that content creator ain't gonna wake up and say, wait a minute, I got all these people telling me, let me go read this for myself. Because the faster you act, you will nip it in the bud a little faster. Because you see, when I contacted YouTube, and that's another thing about being monetized and then about getting over the hump of 100,000 followers, because I had that, I was able to get in touch with them quick and in a hurry. They was asking me questions. I didn't have to go look nothing up. I was typing in there. I had all the answers. I'm like, this is what they did. This is how they did it. This is this. So you gotta be aware, and you gotta act. Don't let it sit there and don't let it linger. And that's another thing. As you grow, you're going to get the negative comments. As you grow, You're going to get bad comments. You're going to get people I even had one person. This was on my cooking channel. I had one person came in there and they read me the riot act. Now, 9 times out of 10, if you come in my comments, I don't care what channel you on. I don't care what platform you on. If you come in my comments and you call yourself read me the riot act and you dead wrong about whatever it is you call yourself read me the riot act, I will have something to say back to you. And I will politely tell you what I think. So this person came into my comments going off about I shouldn't be, told me I was talking too much and I was doing this and I was doing that. You ain't got to listen. Hello, you ain't got to be here. So I politely responded. Do you know that person actually came back and told me, ha, ha, ha. You know, it's always somebody like me in the comments that's going to give you a hard time. But you got me straight and you did it with grace. So I apologize. Really? Okay. So I removed them from my channel because I ain't got time for nobody playing games like that. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. Where when one go, 3 more come. So I'm not going to keep y'all here because I know, happy Memorial Day weekend. Like I said, I should be putting up a celebratory video on my other channel because it's been 4 years to the date that I started that channel. 2019, May 28th was when I started that channel. I joined. Okay, and here I am reading the riot act all day long on live as I just got off my other live. So, but it is what it is. And it comes with the territory. You'll hear a lot of people that have lots. I don't know when you get up to 1 million followers and stuff, it is going to be hard. You probably can't keep with your comments. But the one thing I said I will do, and I plan to do this, if God provides me the growth that I pray for on both of my channels, thank you all for those congratulations. If God provides me with the growth that I would love to have on both of my channels, a lot of people will hire editors and filming people. You call them camera people, filming people, cameramen and things like that. And that's all fine and dandy. And if God provides, I will do the same. But the one thing, if I ever have an opportunity and I'm blessed to be able to hire somebody to do anything at all, first person I'm going to hire is somebody to assist me with my comments. I want somebody that can go into my comments and that's all they do. That's like a full-time job, answering my comments. Because I will not have people support me that I can't respond back to. If you need more information about a recipe, if you need some more information about some dirt, and I've been cooking for over 55 years. Probably longer than that, 59 years. I've been cooking for about 59 years, 59 years. But I've only been gardening for about 4. So I know way less about gardening. Now, my father had a garden when I grew up all around our yard. We had peach trees and tomatoes and cucumbers and onions and greens and everything you can think of. But I wasn't paying attention to that man. All I know is he was like, you can go out there and get you a peach. You can go out there and do this. If you water the garden, I get to play in the sprinkler. I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing. I should have been, but I wasn't. So I know a whole lot less about gardening. But what I'm doing is I'm sharing my journey. Because I know that if I don't know, there's a whole lot of other people that don't know too. So as I learn, I share it. What I learn, I share. What has worked for me, I share it. Okay? So I plan to continue to do that. And I will always try to answer my questions. There's people tell me all the time. I did something about some pineapples the other day. I had a whole lot of people on this channel. The 2 videos I did about growing the pineapple. A whole lot of people came in and said, girl, you ain't got to put that in water. Just put it in some dirt. I'm like, oh, okay, great. I actually abandoned that project because it's going to take way too long for those pineapples to grow. And since I'm growing everything in containers, I could use my containers for something I can eat next week, or not next week, but next month or so. So I abandoned that project, but I did get roots. But they told me, you're wasting your time. Just put the thing on in the dirt. And I'm like, oh, okay, great, thank you. And then some other people asked me, like, I can't find that pineapple video. So I passed that information along. I said, oh, here's my video, but along with the link to that video, I just want to let you know that a whole bunch of people in the comments told me I could skip this step and just twist the top off and stick it in the dirt. So if I learned something from you in my comments, I'm going to pass that along, okay? Because I'm still learning. But for whatever I know, somebody else know less. Somebody know more, somebody know less. And the truth of the matter is, whether it's cooking or gardening, I really don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Because if I'm the smartest person in the room, that means I ain't learning nothing. And I'm all for learning. I want to keep growing and I want to keep learning. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Because then I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to learn. You know, I don't know it all. I don't want to know it all. I want to keep learning. So, yes, but I pay attention to my comments. And I don't mind somebody coming in my comments saying, you know, especially over here with the gardening, coming in my comments saying, girl, that's great. And that works, but you can also do this. Or they tell me a lot. I say, oh, you can use this for pests. You can do, they say, oh, and it's good for this, this, and this. Well, I didn't know it was good for that, too, because I may not have had that problem. You know, every zone and every garden, I tell people that all the time. And one thing I know for sure, I could be gardening in my yard and the person who lives next door could be gardening in their yard and they can grow something I can't grow. Because maybe they did something I didn't do. Maybe they've changed their soil in a way I haven't changed mine. Just because we're in the same zone, in the same area, don't mean they can grow the same thing I can grow. And I might be growing something, they be like, how come you can get your so-and-so to grow and I can't? I don't know, but it's growing, you know? So there's always something to learn. There's always more than one way to skin a cat, okay? But I invite people to come into my comments. I love my comments. I love my comments because I learn from my comments. And then I pass that along. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me do a video on that. You know, thanks for letting me know. I didn't know. So, yeah, but you'll always learn something new. Always, always, you know. But stay in your comments for all of you all who are content creators. You don't have to answer all your comments, but glance through them. Glance through them. You can see by the first two or three words in a comment if it's going to be a good comment or a bad comment, because that's the way they're going to start it off. They're going to either say, thank you, or I love, or that's great, or wonderful. It's going to start off in a positive manner. Or it's going to start off, I don't know why. But at least glance through them. Glance through them, you know? That's all I can say is glance through your comments if you are a content creator. This is not an isolated incident. I'm not the first. I won't be the last. Okay? And everybody won't speak up. Some people will speak up. Some will be an extent. But like I said, I printed it out. I want y'all to see it. No, I'm not just talking. No, I'm not doing this for no views. No, I'm not doing this for no watch time. I'm doing this because it happened, and I'm trying to keep it from happening to somebody else. That is my sole purpose, because I could be relaxing or enjoying something, doing something. But thank you all so much for stopping by. I am going to let you all go. If anybody have any questions, please go ahead and ask them before I get off of here. Yes. You can still grow. Oh, okay. Yes. Can your followers block them? Janice, I don't think they can block them. My moderators can block them. So any moderators, and I'm going to tell y'all this. I told this, thank you for saying that, Janice. I'm going to answer that question in a minute. But for moderators that I have in here, I have always said this. This goes for both channels. If you are a moderator in my channel and you see a comment or something that you feel is very inappropriate, you do not need my permission to hide that person from my channel. The only thing I ask is that if you hide them, just let me know. Email me and say, you know what, so-and-so was doing something in your comments, so I hid them. That way, I can go and look, and I can always unblock somebody. So don't worry about blocking nobody. block them. I don't play that. This ain't baseball. Ain't no 3 strikes out. We ain't playing football. You don't get to fumble. And this ain't basketball. There's no fouls. Okay? You're just out. You're just out. So Janice, you cannot block them, but what you can do is report it. You can report it. You can report it as spam. You can report it as impersonation. You can report it. It's a whole list of stuff. It's a whole list of stuff. You absolutely, as a viewer, you can absolutely report it. You can't block, but you can report it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can I grow an apple tree in containers? Yes, you can grow out just about anything. You can grow in the ground. You can grow in a container. You'll probably need a large container, or you'll need dwarf. You'll probably still need 2 for pollination. You'll probably still need 2 apple trees. You can also, most trees you can continue to prune back so they won't get so massive. You need a huge pot, but anything you grow anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. I just had to say that. So I just had to say that. Thank you. I would just put some on the floor. Okay, yes, y'all talking. That's cool. Y'all talking in the comments. So thank you all. I'm not going to keep you all any longer. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here myself. I appreciate it. Please be aware. Please help me out. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, because I am absolutely trying to get to 100,000 followers on this channel, just like I did on my other channel, so that I can become verified. Oh, and let me say this one other thing before I get out of here about being verified. So I can become verified over here on YouTube, because this is my main platform. Facebook, and I've had people ask me, why am I not verified on Facebook? Because on Facebook, on my cooking channel, I have over 500,000 followers over there. The reason I am not verified over there is because they have changed their rules, and now to become verified over there, number 1, they want you to pay for it. Number 2, they want you to upload your ID. First of all, if you pay for it, that means anybody can do it. You pay for it, upload your ID, that's it. There's no other qualifying. They don't care who you are and what you're doing. Pay for it. So to me, it's meaningless. It's meaningless. That's my personal opinion. I'm entitled to it. The second reason is, if you can't control your hackers, your spammers, and the people in your comments of videos and pages, why am I going to upload my ID to you? You can't control that. So what makes me think that my information is safe? That your ID is the one thing that can take your life down all the way. They got your birthday, they got your address, they got your ID number. That's just about all anybody needs to mess up your credit, to mess up your life. I am not about to send it. I won't do that. I will stay unverified. If that's what I got to do to be verified, it ain't happening. I'm not doing it. I don't care what, I ain't doing it. Okay? If I can't trust you to get the hackers and all these spammers out of my comments, why am I going to trust you with something that's my life? I don't understand that concept. And maybe it's just me. I'm not a spring chicken, so maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Because young folks, they just upload. Now, what happens also, too, if I decide to upload my ID to you and somewhere in transmission, it goes bleep and ends up in Hong Kong somewhere or Timbuktu. And you don't even never get it. Furthermore, if I contact you and I'm talking to you and I say, well, can I get the name of the person I'm speaking to? Sarah, Johnny, Jack, Mary, Bob. So Sally, Jack, John, Mary, Bob, who? Oh, we don't give out our last name. Is it me? Am I tripping? I'm going to send my ID so you can have my whole darn life. And you won't even tell me your last name? Really? Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all can let me know in the comments if it's just me, but even the utility companies, think about it. You go and you say, what was your name? Or can I get your name? And you're nice and polite. The whole conversation was beautiful. It may not even be a problem. Oh, my name is Sunita. Oh, Sanita, can I get your last name? Oh, just Sanita. Yeah, right. I'm sorry, y'all. I may be the crazy one, but I don't think so. If that ain't something. But I'm supposed to send you my history, my whole life. Ain't happening. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I think that is the most craziest thing in the world. And a lot of things, they say, oh, you can just email it or fax it to who? Oh, just Mary, just Mary. And notice, if you notice, 9 times out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, but I'll just say 9 times out of 10 because I ain't been in every store in the world. When you go in stores or any place of business, or somebody comes to your home, say a service person, cable person, anybody, and they got a badge on. Next time they come to your house, next time you go to the store, look at the badge and tell me what it says. You got Johnny B, Sally R, Pamela T, Deborah A. You ain't got no whole name. You don't know who up in your house. And you don't know what they got with you, with them. They could have did something with the real service person, change clothes and in your house. I'm just saying. And no, I'm not paranoid. I'm just saying. Oh my God. That is hilarious. They don't give you that. When was the last time you been in the store and that badge said the whole name? And granted, most places, employees can put they don't have to put their given name on there. They can put a name on there that they're mostly referred by. So, say your name is Tanishi Colleen Moderator, something KP Props. So you decide to be Tina. So Tina's on the badge. But Tina ain't really Tina. Because even if she put a name on the badge, you couldn't read it. So, and you probably couldn't pronounce it. So, it's just Tina. You don't get the name, people. Oh my God. That is hilarious to me. But you want me to upload my life to you so that you can give me a little check mark that's supposed to mean I'm verified. But even though I'm verified, I'm still going to get them same people in my comments. I'm still going to get this. But it gives you more access and a few more perks. You ain't giving me no more money. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just hilarious to me. Oh my God, that is so, so funny. And I'm being funny about it, but it's serious. Ola Joe says, even in the military, we are officers, last name, captain last name, on the phone last name. See? See, even the military. You don't have the first name, you just know the last name. See? Anybody giving you their own name, but they want you to upload your ID. Think, people, think. Oh my God. So they came up with that. I think TikTok does it. TikTok does it. I'm not sure if Twitter does it. I think TikTok does it. I know IG and Facebook do it. YouTube haven't gotten there yet. And trust me, I don't know if they thinking about it or not, but I'm racing. I'm racing to get mine. If they decide to do it and take it away, I just won't have one no more. Just won't have that check. Just won't have it. Yes, yes, yes. You're verified by Jesus. You don't need that. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is such a good, I like that sentence. That is so true. Amen to that. Yes, that is good. On my uniform, it's last name. That's it, says Ola Joe. Yes, yes, yes. And it says, I got to see this from the start. Yes, and I have two. I have one on this channel and I have one on the other channel. The other one is a little bit, no, I don't think it's no longer. It's about the same length of time. But yes, absolutely. ES&M says, and my husband used to be mistaken for John Denver. See? Yes. Barb says, nice shirt. Thank you so much. Absolutely. You do not see that. Janice says, yes, Miss Tommy. Okay, yes. Amen, sweet sister in Christ. I know, right? That was an amazing sentence. That's right. You don't need that check mark. That's right. Because it was by him that I was even up last night. Incoherent. I am not. Y'all just don't know. I get up early in the morning. I love sunrise and sunsets are both beautiful. They are just amazing. But personally, I love to see the sunrise. When I can wake up, especially it's a day that's not going to be rainy, where the sun is going to be, especially I like the time of year when you can see the dew lifting up off the ground and you can see it fade away and then the sun comes in to dry up everything. It's just an amazing time of day for me personally. So I'm a morning person. You ain't gonna catch me up at night. If you do, I'm somewhere asleep. I might be up. I might be physically up, like sitting on my couch or something like that. I'm sitting on my sitting on my couch like that. I'm not woke. So I thought to myself, I was woke enough to get that and then coherent enough to respond. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Yes. Yes. GC says, yes, absolutely beautiful. It is, huh? Yep. Yes. This is Ola Joe says, Miss the Undone. Great point. What did they say? Let me go back up and see if I can see what they said right quick. Ola Joe, yes, you only know the first name if they choose to give it to you. And that's another thing. When you're on the phone with somebody, you don't even have the badge to say, well, maybe they are giving me their first name because at least if not, that's what the employer put on there. And don't be buying this recorded lines. How many times every line says it's recorded? Okay? And unless you're going to court, so anybody going back and listening, they tell me so we can have quality control and employ. They ain't going back listening to those lines unless somebody pushes the issue. Okay, so those people can tell you whatever. You're right. They give you what you want to know. If you was a nice person, they might tell you the truth. If y'all had some issues, them people ain't giving you their name. But they want you to upload your ID. And then that's another thing. That's why I love YouTube. It's my first platform and foremost, and I love YouTube because even that late at night, I was actually able to contact them. And that's what I love. The rest of these platforms, there's no way to contact them. Yeah, you can contact them, but then they got to email you back. Then when they email you back, you got to supply them with all these screenshots and this, that, and the other. YouTube, once you get to a certain point, you have contact. And I love that. I love that. Thank you, YouTube. Absolutely. So yes, that is amazing. And I am very, very appreciative of that as well because it could have went the other way. I could have not had anybody to reach out to. If this had been any other platform, the only thing I could have did was maybe block them and then wait. Block them, email them, and wait. And that was Saturday night. So I would probably be waiting until Tuesday before I could have gotten an actual physical response. But nope, YouTube's right there. I give YouTube that. They right there. Do not underestimate the power of YouTube. It is amazing. And I am appreciative for that. Absolutely. Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Crystal. I'm not going to be on here but a minute or two more. So, yes, like I said, I just wanted everyone to be aware of what's happening, what happened to me, and to take it seriously and to avoid it. The way you can avoid it, you can't avoid it, but the way you can help yourself is to stay in your comments, okay? Like I said, if you don't have time to answer, I know a lot of people work 24/7 almost. If you don't have time to answer, just glance at them. You're looking to make sure everything's right. So just glance. Make sure you glance. Glance. If you can respond. If not, Check them out. Don't let 2 and 3 days go before you do. And I know sometimes people are sick or ill, and things happen, and that's fine. And you can't do it every day, all day. There have been some days I didn't get to look at mine till way late, you know. So, but do what you can do and do the best you can do. Put it in God's hand, and then you out. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all I'm doing. Okay? Yes. So, thank you all so much once again. Remember, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. And I'll see you on the trail. Thanks so much for coming again, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.